I like fast rides, you like fast rides. Well, you actually might not like fast rides, but either way, today I'm going to be talking about the fastest rides at Universal Orlando Resort in 2025, including Epic Universe. So the reason why I'm making this video is because we already know what the fastest rides at Universal Orlando Resort are. I'm going to go over them anyway, but how does Epic Universe's coasters or fastest rides change this list of the fast rides? I'm saying fast a lot, so I'm gonna kind of change it up. But before I get into Epic Universe, I thought it would be cool to kind of understand what the current situation is at Universal Orlando. So, what is the current situation? Well, firstly, the one of the fastest rides, which is the slowest fastest ride, is Escape from Gringotts, which is 25 miles per hour and has a 40-degree drop. This has half elements of both screen-based attractions or attraction and a coaster. So it's kind of like if a dark ride and a roller coaster had a baby. But I genuinely enjoy this ride a lot. It's obviously quite a big part of the Harry Potter franchise. It does have screens, as I said before, so you might actually get motion sick on this. I've never heard of it, but you might. But yeah, so this goes 25 miles per hour. It's kind of at the bottom of the list at the moment, so yeah. And then you've got the Fly the Hippogriff. So I actually found something quite surprising, which is that Escape from Gringotts, which you can find in Diagon Alley, I'd never said that, is actually slower, than Fly the Hippogriff. I found that really surprising. I never knew that. But yeah, it's 4 miles per hour slower, so this goes 29 miles per hour. So it's not much, but it's still surprising that it is faster. So Fly the Hippogriff, the story, I guess you could say, is you're near Hagrid's hut, on the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and you were there to meet a hippogriff. I'm like 100% sure it's Buckbeak, and yeah, it's quite a good children's ride, because it's not intense. I actually think that Escape from Gringotts, even though it's not as fast, it is more intense because it has drops, which is a 40-degree angle drop. So it is more intense in my opinion. But yeah, you can find this in Islands of Adventure, just pretty much next to Hagrids and next to Forbidden Journey, or the castle. It's kind of in the, yeah, anyway. But then we're taking a huge leap from 29 miles per hour, so pretty much 30, anyway, 29 miles per hour to 40 miles per hour, which is a gigantic leap. It's 11 miles per hour. Hopefully my math is right. It will be, I think. But it is quite a big leap. As you can tell the difference, in my opinion, I can. I don't know if others can. But Revenge of the Mummy is actually quite thrilling. So it's not exactly for children, although children might enjoy it. I'm meaning like 5-year-olds. Some 5-year-olds might enjoy it. I'm yapping now. But yeah, this ride, sorry, not the mummy. It is the mummy, but it's, anyway. It's, the story of it is that you're trying to get a Magi to protect yourself or to provide immunity from Imhotep's curse. And yeah, it's just a load of fun. I enjoy this ride so much. And yeah. Also, Rick O'Connell still hasn't gotten his cup of coffee. You might get that reference, or I guess if you have gone on the ride, you'd get it. Or if you're seeing like a reel or TikTok or something. Anyway, if you haven't, you'll probably think I'm weird. Then I'm gonna do a little pop quiz here. So, what opened in May 1999, gets you soaking wet, and is based off in a really old cartoon character. And he, this sounds a lot like two different rides. So I'm going to say he dresses in a lot of red. He does a lot of right things. He's a good person, I guess I could say. Anyway, if you picked A, VelociCoaster, I'm going to A, VelociCoaster, B, Hagrids, C, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, or D, Dudley Do-Right Ripsaw Falls. If you pick D, you are correct. Any other, you are not correct, obviously. Honestly, Dudley Do-Right Ripsaw Falls was starting to sound like Popeyes when I was saying it out loud. But this goes 45 miles per hour and has a 75 foot drop, and this is probably one of my favorite rides in the park. Obviously, it's not fun when it's really cold and you're soaking wet. But other than that, I genuinely like the theming of the ride. It's like, looks very cartoony and everything around. And the story is that you are trying to rescue, I forgot her name. Is it Nell Fenwick? I think it is. I think it's Nell Fenwick. I might be wrong on there. But you're trying to rescue her from Snidely Whiplash, who captured her, or kidnapped her. And you are helping Dudley Do-Right and his horse, Boris, trying to get her back. There is a few drops before a large drop where you are plummeted at 75 foot, at 45 miles per hour. Then you've got Jurassic Park River Adventure, which is 50 miles per hour, and it has a 85 foot drop. So this is a opening day attraction, and it's a really good attraction. You know, I personally enjoy it. The animatronics are a little bit off, but you know, it's still a great attraction. And the story is that you are in a very serene environment. It's very peaceful, very serene. You know, and then a dinosaur knocks you off course, and then you go up a how do I explain this? You go up a I forgot the word for it. Conveyor belt, yeah. And you see a T-Rex. The only way out is down 85 foot, at 50 miles per hour. That's the story. This is the... Wait, no. I don't know. I think... Anyway, the one in Hollywood is Jurassic World. This is Jurassic Park. But yeah, it's the only Jurassic Park ride we have left. So yeah. Then, we've got Hagrids, one of my second favorite ride. Actually, I can't really choose. So I'm just going to call it even. But it goes... So, Hagrids, is... You are with Hagrid, obviously. You are on motorcycles, or you can go in a sidecar. It's a really cool ride vehicle. But you are trying to find these beasts. You're in Hagrid's class, and the motorbikes take you into the Forbidden Forest, which you are then... I'm not going to say it, but it is quite a... It scared me a lot the first time that it happened. When the drop, everyone who's gone on it knows the drop. But then you're launched, I believe, at 50 miles per hour. And that drop is 17 foot. So if you didn't know, now you know. It's a great ride. Again, tied with the other ride, which I'm not going to say yet. Then Doctor Doom's Fearfall. Now, Blake, how do you know the speed? Well, actually, no, that's pretty easy. Blake, never mind. That's not really a good question. I was going to say, Blake, how do you know the speed of a Fearfall? It's pretty easy. You just measure how fast it's going up. I realized it was a dumb question right then and there. It goes up 64 miles per hour, and it has a 155 foot drop. The story is Doctor Doom is trying to extract all the fear from his Fearfall. That's why it's called a Fearfall. Even though you are going up, rather than down. But he's trying to extract your fear to build a weapon or fuel a weapon to defeat the Fantastic Four. He's been doing this for 26 years, and he still hasn't got all the fuel for the weapon. So I'm guessing it could take a little more time. But yeah. Then you've got, my phone died, so I have to redo this. So Hollywood Ride Rockit, tallest ride in the park, 167 foot, 90-degree angle. There's not much of a story behind it, but it's a cool idea of the ride. They just didn't execute it very well, as the ride is very bumpy and it always gives me a headache. And they are getting rid of this ride to possibly make way for a Ghostbusters roller coaster, hopefully built from Intamin. This is a rumor, so it's not completely true, but yeah. But this is 65 miles per hour. So yeah. And then the Incredible Hulk coaster. This one, surprisingly, doesn't knock my head around. It doesn't give me a headache for some reason. I'm fine on the Incredible Hulk coaster. Ride Rockit, I'm not fine on. Anyway, this goes 67 miles per hour, which is the launch, and then it had the tallest part, which is the drop, is 110 foot. Little fun fact about the ride. This is Stan Lee's second favorite ride after Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. But another fun fact, I just thought that'd be pretty cool to add. But another fun fact is they actually retracked it, and the track that was the original track he's holding up. Hulk is holding up, and I'll put a photo up somewhere. But yeah, so this, before the retrack, actually had a different audio. Now it kind of just roars, I'm pretty sure, and you're turning into a Hulk, or the Hulk. Before, you were trying to stop Bruce Banner from turning into the Hulk. You were Bruce Banner, I guess. And it used to say, I think it's gonna work this time. I think it's gonna work. No, 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 as you would get launched. It took me a while to find a video of it. But I wasn't there because I was very young and I didn't go on the ride. But some people did. A lot of people did. And honestly, I think it was a really cool, audio. Yeah. But yeah, that was a pretty cool fun fact. Few fun facts, actually. And finally, we've got to my favorite ride, tied with Hagrids, which is VelociCoaster. Now, Blake, is this the fastest ride at Universal Orlando Resort after Epic Universe? I'm not going to say yet, but this does go 70 miles per hour and has a 155-foot drop, which is pretty high and also pretty fast. I am currently wearing a VelociCoaster shirt. This is definitely not a coincidence. I just put this on today, but yeah, this is a great ride. It is my favorite ride, tied with Hagrid's, as I said before. Probably this is more on the first place scale, so this is my favorite ride, I guess I could say. But yeah, it's overall just a great ride. And I cannot wait to go on it again. Now, you've done the fastest rides currently. Let's go into Epic Universe, is what you are saying, hopefully. You might be, I don't know. So, the slowest ride at Epic Universe, or the fastest ride, is Donkey Kong Minecart Madness, which goes 20.5 miles per hour, which isn't so fast. So this is down the bottom of the list, below Escape from Gringotts. Although this ride does jump, so it's still more intense than Fly the Hippogriff, from what I've heard, seen. But yeah, it jumps over broken tracks, and water. Some characters you will see in this ride is Donkey Kong, the man, the legend, the myth himself. Is that the word? The man, the legend, the myth himself. Anyway, I think that's how you say it. You will see Funky Kong, Cranky Kong, Swanky Kong. Is one called Wrinkly Kong? I believe he is. But yeah, those are all the characters. Honestly, I'm excited for this ride. It seems pretty fun. Then there's the Curse of the Werewolf. I cannot express how much I want to go on this ride along with Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein experiment. This ride, so it is obviously based off I believe it's the Werewolf of London movie. I don't think it's Wolfman, it might be. Either way, I believe it's the Werewolf of London. But you are riding a track trying to escape. You have the Curse of the Werewolf, and it might be the Wolfman. Yeah, I think it's the Wolfman. Because Maleva is in this ride, and she appeared in the Wolfman. So you are trying to run away from the Wolfman. Because you have the Curse of the Werewolf. And the Curse of the Werewolf, I'm pretty sure, makes you a werewolf. This is confusing, but you are trying to run away from the Wolfman, or the werewolf. But, it goes 37 miles per hour, and you are in, like, a forest, and it also spins, which is pretty cool, and, yeah, that's really all I can say about it. Well, that's all I really know about it. I probably know more, but I can't think of it off my mind. Then there is the Hiccup Swing Gliders, which is, that was located in Dark Universe, by the way, or Darkmoor. This is Hiccup Swing Gliders, now located in Isle of Burke. I wonder if I should put music over this. Anyway, I will. If I can, I'll put the How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack over this. If I can, find a way to do it. But either way, so Hiccup Swing Gliders goes 45 miles per hour. The story is that Hiccup has made a new invention to replicate what it's like flying a dragon. And you are testing out this invention. You will see Hiccup and Toothless, two main characters. That's what the ride is about. Seems like a great ride. Yeah, I'm excited for all of these rides, honestly. Especially Stardust races. So this ride goes, first I'll put 37 miles per hour. So that goes just above Fly the Hippogriff. Hiccup's Wing Gliders goes right after Dudley Ripsaw Falls. It could be right before, whatever way you want to put it. And then now Stardust Races, which is, so Stardust Races is a great attraction. I don't know, but I haven't been on it, but it seems like a great attraction. So it has Celestial Spin, which is when you are looking up, they are looking down, you swap. I'm kind of getting into it, but the story is that the Celestians are, can ride comets, and they do it as like a sport, I guess. It's a favorite pastime of theirs. And they have kind of harnessed this energy of the comet, and now you're riding with them. You're doing their favorite pastime. And this seems like a really fun attraction. So there is no external track lighting. So there's no lighting on the track or the coaster track. And there's only lighting on the ride vehicle. Which makes it look like a comet is flying through the coaster. The coaster looks like a comet flying through the track at night, which is cool. And then this goes 62 miles per hour, and it has a 133-foot drop. I believe it has a top hat. I might be wrong, but that is the highest point you will drop at 133 feet. So I'm really looking forward to Epic Universe and everything it has to offer. And if you want to see how, if you want like a full list, because I'll put it in the description, like including Epic Universe, I kind of had. So this VelociCoaster tops out, and then Stars Races goes just before Doctor Doom's Fearfall. Yeah, that's right. It is the 4th fastest coaster in Universal Orlando Resort. I believe that's right. But either way, I'm looking forward to it, and yeah. So hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, I would appreciate a like and subscribe, as it would be greatly appreciated. I'm trying to grow the channel. I'm uploading every 2 weeks now, so yeah, it's pretty cool. But another video you might want to watch is actually a Epic Universe food video, which I will put right up here. Actually, no, right here. So if you want to look at all the Epic Universe food, as a full in-depth analysis, I guess you could say, of the different food and maybe, yeah, the food. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys very soon. Goodbye.